Triumph Street Triple, Speed Triple, Kawasaki Z800, Z1000, Ducati's Monster 795. We have a beautiful range of naked motorcycles on sale in India today. But the bike that's promising to be the big daddy of them all has only just arrived. It's BMW's S1000R. Just by the quirky design, you'll know that this is a BMW. And just like the S1000RR, the design is half of one bike and half of another, stitched down the middle. And even though it is different, it is familiar as well. And as you would expect from this German brand, the quality of parts, the finish, and even the grain of the metal is just staggeringly good. Everything is as expected from BMW, looks quirky but cool, well-finished motorcycle. And when it comes to the engine, BMW set the benchmark with the S1000RR, and this might be a detuned version of that motor, but when it hits the road, this motor is absolutely punchy. Inline 4-cylinder 999cc engine has a new camshaft, a retuned exhaust and reprogrammed fuel injection. Now on the S1000RR, the 30 horsepower used to make the top end of the rev range completely ballistic. But here on the Roadster, what you get instead is torque, and lots of it. You can sense the surge of acceleration from as low as 2,500 RPM. And it still keeps on pulling all the way to 12,000 RPM. The 11.4 kilograms of torque gets the front wheel floating every time you whack open the throttle. Thankfully, there's a lot of cutting-edge electronics to help you use all that power and torque. The quick shifter lets the S1000R accelerate without any let-up. The 4 engine and traction modes will increase or decrease the power to suit your requirements and sharpen or soften the throttle response. The modes also adjust the aggressiveness with which the traction control cuts in. But no matter which mode you choose, the engine feels smooth and well-mannered. Now the chassis has also been tweaked for roadster duties. For instance, it sits lower, it's got a longer wheelbase for more stability, and the steering geometry has been eased up as well. Of course, you have the wider single-piece handlebars, but the tech fest continues here as well. For instance, on this top-end dynamic package, you get dynamic damping control, which is electronic suspension adjustment, and I think I can show you what it does. Here, I am shifting it to soft mode, I put my weight on it, and it compresses. Now I'm going to move to the third mode, which is the firmest, which is hard, and now check it out. It barely gives. So I guess it works here. Let's see what it feels like on the road. On the bike, it is clear that even though the seating position is more upright, it is still pretty sporty. However, the seat is well padded and comfortable. But the high-tech suspension, despite all its wizardry, didn't feel all that impressive. In the hard mode, the bike felt too hard, and the other two modes didn't seem to offer the ideal balance of comfort and control either. Nonetheless, the S1000R gets its hooks into you immediately, and that's because of the way it handles. This 207 kilogram motorcycle feels incredibly fluid when changing directions. And the longer wheelbase gives it more stability too. And the super sticky Pirelli Corsa rubber is absolutely confidence-inspiring. You also have the race ABS on the S1000R. With this, the front brake lever links the front and back brake, dishing out quick and sure-footed stops. And I surely did not want to stop. But to take the S1000R home, I would have to sign a check over to Navneet Motors, BMW Motorrad's importers in Mumbai, to the tune of about 25 lakh rupees. So that got me thinking. So the question really is
is the S1000R worth its massive 22.8 lakh rupee ex-showroom Mumbai price tag? There isn't an easy answer, but there is a short one. Yes, it is. If you can afford to spend this kind of money, what you're getting is clearly a world-class cutting-edge package. You've got traction control, the various modes on offer, you have dynamic damping, so adjustable electronic suspension, and then on top of that, at the core of it is a motor that's hugely exciting. Yes, some horsepower have gone missing at the top end, but nonetheless, easy to ride and still very, very quick. And a chassis that's agile, comfortable, and just up for fun when you're in the mood for it. So all in all, this might be a motorcycle that's too expensive for most people, but for those that can afford it, this is easily one of the best roadsters available in the country today.